Okay, folks, Great White Smoke Barbecue back here with you today. Brisket. Doing this for a friend for his party. Came down from London, England. Got to do it by tomorrow, so I got the Traeger set to 250. I'm going to trim this up. I'm also going to render the fat down, do with the mustard binder, and we got Wild Games Cooking all purpose. So right now, I'm going to just start trimming some of this fat off. I got the Cutlux boning knife. We're going to try and trim all this fat down. We're going to put it in a metal pan. You don't want it to be too fatty. We're going to just do the top side right now. Get all this fat off. It's going to render down nice. And then once I wrap this, I'm going to put all the rendered fat in with it. Keep looking around there. Don't want too much fat. You want about a 1/4 inch of fat. I find works well. I'm going to try and trim this off here to make it a little bit more aerodynamic. Oops. We're going to keep going, and then once I get this all trimmed up on the fat side or the top side, we're going to come back and I'll show you what it looks on the bottom side. Okay guys, I got the top side trimmed up here. I'm just going to flip it over on the bottom side. I'm going to take out this portion of fat here, and then there's another portion of fat that runs along here. I got to take out as well. I'm going to take this off, clear some of this silver skin up, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like after. Okay guys, I got it all trimmed up. There's a big chunk of fat here. You can see it right here. I trimmed off. That's going to render down nice. It wouldn't be good in the brisket while you're cooking it because it's just going to make it stall. Clean most of the silver skin off. And now just got to change my gloves, and I'm going to put a mustard binder on it. All right, we got this brisket trimmed up nice with that Cutlux blade. I'm going to put down our mustard binder. I'm going to make sure this is all evenly coated here on the top. I like the mustard because it helps adhere the spice rub that I want to put on. So again, Wild Games Cooking, all or barbecue spice. Gonna do a heavy coat because this is a big piece of meat. I'm gonna try and get all the sides. Everywhere here. We're gonna pat it down and try to get this back side here. A little bit more. I'm gonna flip it around again. A little more mustard binder. Again, try and get this everywhere. We'll hit it again. Again, like I said, you want it on all sides. It's a big piece of meat. All right, I'm gonna let my Traeger get up to temp at 250 and we'll meet you out there. I also want to mention about all the fat that I cut off this brisket. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to let it render with the smoke and take on that heavy smoke flavor and just let it go. I don't ever put any seasonings or anything on it. Just let the smoke do its thing. Okay guys, smoker's at 250. I'm going to throw this guy with the point end towards the heat, which usually is a smoke box. I'm going to throw it right down there. I'm going to take my probe and put it all the way into the point. And I'm going to take my renderings down, or sorry, my beef tallow. I'm going to throw this right on the grill as well. I'm going to check it every 5 hours. Should take about, I don't know, maybe 12 hours to do. We'll spritz it every now and then, and we'll see you when we get there. Okay guys, it's been about an hour and a half at 250. I'm gonna head to bed, so I bumped it down to 180. Let this fat render back down into liquid gold tallow. And it's probably gonna take about 12 hours from now. And then we're gonna wrap it. Okay guys, it's been about 11 hours. It's looking pretty good. My tallow's starting to render. It's reading internal at 150. So I bumped it up to 250 for the heat. Gonna wait about an hour, hour and a half till it reaches 165 to 175, depending on how the bark is looking, and then I'm gonna wrap it. Hour and a half later, guys, we're at 165 internal. I'm gonna take this off, gonna take this tallow off, and I'll show you the wrapping process. Okay guys, put some of this tallow down on the butcher paper. I've got a fat separator here. So I'm just gonna dump a little bit more on. Let's set this over here. Now we're gonna wrap it. We'll wrap it real tight in there. Since this is the fat side, I'm gonna put it back on the smoker fat side up. Okay, we're back out on the smoker. I left this fat here to keep rendering so I can keep using it. Again, fat side up points to the heat source. I'm gonna shove this probe in to the point, and once it reaches 201 to 205 internal, I'm gonna pull it off and put it in a cooler. Okay guys, so my internal temp said it was 201. It's been about 14 hours. Let's just do the probe test. Yeah, it's just going through there like butter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the trigger on shutdown mode, and I'm gonna show you how to wrap it in towel. Okay guys, got my towel out, the brisket's on. I'm just gonna wrap it the same way I wrapped it in butcher paper. It is jiggly, which is a good sign. All right, now that I got that, I'm gonna throw it in my Yeti here. I'm just gonna snuggle it in. I'm gonna close the lid. We're gonna rest it for about 2 to 4 hours. I also want to mention this is the rest of the tallow that I got. I just put it in a jar. Once I slice into the brisket tonight at the party, I'm just gonna pour some of this on there. It's gonna be delicious. Well, we're at the barbecue. It's time to get into this. Take it right out of the package here. Cut Lux blade. Cut right into it, like you can see the jiggle. Go right here. Look at that. So I'm going to start with the flat. You can cut off a few slices. Again, this knife is so sharp. You can see it just jiggling there. We're going to go to the point. I'm going to cut down. You just see that smoke ring there. Beautiful. I'm going to end up cutting the rest up, and we'll meet you back when it's on the tray. Hey guys, I'm going to take this rendered tallow down and just drip it all over this nice brisket. Gonna let that sit for a minute and we'll do a taste test. Time for the taste test. Let's get into this fatty part. No effort at all. Sweet and tender. You can't go wrong with this. Maybe not an everyday meal, but a good meal. Remember, like, follow, and subscribe. Great White Smoke Barbecue. We'll see you in the next one.